It just felt like a punch to the stomach. My whole body just kind of went completely numb, cold, shivering. I lifted my shirt up and I kind of realised.
He stabbed him. He needs an ambulance. I'm scared.
He was running, he was screaming, he didn't know what to do. It was like watching a dog chase its tail.
I literally just fell to pieces. I just didn't know what to do.
I actually just fell to the ground.
I just yelled, I just screamed, and I started to go into a panic.
I never felt that feeling before because I've never lost somebody so close to me. I found it hard to actually even come into Jermaine's room and smelling his clothes and touching his belongings.
The young man is unconscious. He's lost a lot of blood.
Before his birthday.
We're getting more and more stabbings, and essentially I think it's more and more younger children, younger adults and children who are getting involved with the stabbings is probably the experience the team's having at the moment. Unfortunately, because it's not really a rare occurrence, it's more of a common thing, then I think as a team we're not really surprised by anything these days.
I think the real danger that we're seeing at the moment in London and elsewhere in the UK is just how easily relatively trivial conflicts and disagreements can become exacerbated with the kind of the oxygen of publicity that social media gives these issues.
At all, because it also comes down to us as people, as a community. We have a part to play. We can make a difference because we all know some people who are capable or on the fringe of living that kind of lifestyle where they will commit crime and they will, possibly stab someone else or shoot someone else because we know that they're involved in that kind of lifestyle. So what can we do as a people? What can we do to step in to make sure that that predicted number of 180 murders in London this year that they're predicting doesn't happen? Because we can't let it happen. So what can we do as people?
I think we can all we can do is play our role in society.
What does it look like?
It's about trying to shed the most positive light that we can in every given situation or scenario, and not being afraid to speak up and have a voice. Like, even creating this episode here, it's a very touchy subject. It's something in which you're not really like, oh, you could very easily kind of stay out of this and not talk about this, but we've made the decision to talk about it, whereas a lot of people
100.
might have made the decision not to because it's tricky territory and you don't really want to give your opinion on something which is so open and so sensitive. But you have to, and more people have to do that, and more people have to tell you when you're doing wrong, and more people have to tell you about looking at this or looking at that and trying to give you a different perspective, because without perspective there is nothing in which we can use to encompass a way that we should look at something, because we don't have any other vertical of seeing anything in any other way other than the perspective in which we have. So it's just about how can we as a community, as a people, as family and friends come together to be able to make sure that those around us are in the place in which they should be in, and if everyone plays their part, like, yes, the world's not going to change tomorrow, but at the same time we plant that seed and
save a life.
We save a life. And you save one life, then you save two, then you save three, and before you know it, you save the world. You know?
Yeah, if everyone can play their part in their world, if you change your world, then eventually, if everyone changes their world, then the whole world has changed.
Exactly.
So understanding that when there's, you may have siblings, family members, friends that are on the cusp of that lifestyle, or are potentially being influenced by that kind of lifestyle, it's your job to make sure that they don't become another statistic. We need to play our parts. We need to be positive role models. We need to, get around people, like love them and make them understand that there's more to life. There's more, so much of us, so many of these young people can live to be someone special, live to be someone great, but they're just not seeing it. And it's our job to open their eyes for them to realize that there is more and that they can actually live to be something special, live to be something great and actually affect the lives of millions if they choose to. but we have to play our part. And if we can't preach that, if we're not doing it, do you know what I mean? We have to walk the walk as well as talk the talk.
Exactly.
So understanding and then being able to change your world is what's gonna change the world.
Yeah.
And if you are watching, and if you are being influenced by that lifestyle, if you are, on the road, or you're in a gang, or you're just on that kind of path, like, I want to speak to you directly and just say to you, like, seriously, like, there's more to live for. Like, we believe, I don't even know you, but I believe in you. Like, we believe that you can actually step up and become that man, become that woman that changes their world and changes society and changes their generation. Please don't fall into that trap of becoming another statistic and fall into the trap of a lifestyle that is absolute crap. Like, you get nothing from it. Do you know what I mean? Too many parents, too many families have been broken. Don't need to lose any more young people, lose any more people to this kind of crime,
I think also, like, even in that, like, challenging you, if you're someone in which is, not necessarily living the type of life in which you should, what I want to say is that you have a gift and you have a purpose and you have a reason for being on this earth, and I assure you that the reason for you being on this earth is not to be disruptive and ruin everyone else's day. The reason that you're on this earth is to be able to use your gift in order for your purpose to be able to facilitate that and change someone's life. And so if you're looking and you feel, you might feel worthless or like you don't have anything to bring, I just want to let you know that you do. And everyone has that gift and everyone has something that they can bring to the table. It's just about finding out what that is and trying to use whatever time you have to be able to really marinate in that and try and work that out. But while you're working that out, work it out positively while trying to do something positive. Don't kind of park it on the side and run around and be bad breed while you're waiting for something to pop up, because that's not, what I mean, you might get the wrong person pop up and you lose your life and then you don't get an opportunity to do that, So yeah, this is a message for our generation, for the generation in which is not necessarily using your gift or whatever you were put on this earth to do to be able to change the world positively, because you can and you will as long as you want to. Remember that.